Spiritual awakening, danger. Why the chosen one is always tired. Stop energy leaks. The unexplained fatigue. Wake up. I want you to answer a question, and I want you to answer it honestly. How do you feel right now? Do you feel like a fully charged battery ready to power a city? Or do you feel heavy? Do you feel a strange, lingering exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix? You go to bed for 8 hours, you eat the right food, you drink the water, you take the supplements, but you wake up and by 10 a.m. you feel like you have run a marathon. You talk to one person, just one conversation, and suddenly you feel the need to lie down in a dark room for an hour. You walk into a supermarket, and your mood instantly crashes from happy to irritated. You start to wonder, is there something wrong with me? Do I have a thyroid problem? Do I have adrenal fatigue? Am I depressed? Listen to me very closely. If you have checked with your doctors and physically you are fine, then you are not facing a medical problem. You are facing a physics problem. You are not sick, you are leaking. Welcome to the most dangerous phase of your spiritual awakening. You see, when you start to awaken, when you start to activate the I am, you change your energetic voltage. You move from a 110-volt system, survival mode, to a 220-volt system, creator mode. You become high vibration. And in a world that is vibrating at the low frequency of fear and survival, a high vibration generator is a target. Not because the world is evil, but because of the laws of thermodynamics. You have become a walking battery in a world of dead devices. And everywhere you go, the environment is trying to plug into you. This is the burden of the chosen one. You are the source of light in your family, in your workplace, in your city. And because you are the source, you are being drained. You are suffering from energy hemorrhage. Most spiritual teachers will tell you to protect yourself with sage or crystals. That is cute, but it is not enough. We are not dealing with superstition here. We are dealing with quantum mechanics. We are dealing with entropy. You are tired because you are fighting a constant war against the equalization of energy. You are tired because you have open loops in your subconscious mind that are bleeding your power dry 24 hours a day, like background apps on a smartphone. Today, we are going to stop the bleeding. We are going to turn off the drain. In this transmission, we are not just going to give you a shield, we are going to teach you the physics of the Auric Seal. We will explain why your empathy is your biggest weakness and how to turn it into a weapon. We will expose the energy vampires, not as monsters, but as broken electrical circuits that you can choose to disconnect from. If you are tired of being the battery for everyone else, if you are tired of crashing every time you step out of your house, then lock the door, put on your headphones. We are about to seal the vessel. Let us diagnose the leak. Chapter 1. The Physics of Leaking. To stop the leak, you must first understand why it is happening. And you must stop taking it personally. The universe is not punishing you. The universe is simply obeying the second law of thermodynamics, also known as entropy. Entropy states that all systems in the universe tend toward disorder and equilibrium. Energy always flows from a high concentration to a low concentration. Heat flows to cold. High pressure flows to low pressure. High vibration flows to low vibration. Now look at your life through this lens. You are the chosen one. You have done the work. You have raised your frequency. You are vibrating at the frequency of love, peace, or at least awareness. You are a high-pressure system. Now, you walk into your office or your family dinner. Most people there are living in survival mode. They are vibrating at fear, anger, or apathy. They are low-pressure systems. They are empty tanks. What happens when a full tank meets an empty tank? Osmosis. Nature hates a vacuum. Nature wants balance. So, the moment you open your heart, the moment you engage, your energy naturally rushes out of you and into them. It's not a choice, it's physics. The energy wants to equalize, so they feel better. They say, "Oh, I always feel so good after talking to you." Of course they do. They just drank your fuel. And you? You leave feeling depleted. You drop down to their level. You equalize. This is the mechanical reason for your exhaustion. It is the cost of being a high-vibration being in a dense quantum field. You are constantly pressurizing the atmosphere around you, and that takes immense effort. But here is where the leak gets specific. It's not just being around people, it is how you interact with them. The leak requires a conductor. It requires a wire. And the most common wire for the chosen one is resonance, empathy. You have a gift. You can feel what others feel. When someone is sad, you resonate with their sadness. But in physics, resonance means transfer of energy. When you match their frequency to understand them, you open the valve. You lower your voltage to meet theirs. And once the connection is made, the flow begins. The mistake you make is thinking that love means lowering yourself to lift them up. No, that is not love. That is self-sacrifice. That is a violation of your own energetic integrity. A lighthouse does not run down the beach to save the ships. The lighthouse stands tall, keeps its light burning at maximum intensity, and lets the ships find their own way. If the lighthouse dimmed its light to empathize with the darkness, everyone would crash. So, the first rule of the quantum bodyguard: do not equalize. You must learn to maintain auric density. You must learn to be in the room, but not of the room. You must learn to observe the low vibration without resonating with it. If you don't, entropy will eat you alive. But entropy is the external enemy. There is another enemy, an internal one, a leak that is happening inside your own head, even when you are completely alone. You could be sitting in a cave in the Himalayas and you would still be leaking. Why? Because of the open loops in your subconscious mind. Let's look at the drain in your own basement.
Chapter 2: The Open Loops in Subconscious. You blame the energy vampires, and we will get to them soon. But the truth is, 50% of your energy is not stolen, it is wasted. It is leaking out through the cracks of your own subconscious mind. Think of your energy supply like the RAM, random access memory, of a computer. You wake up with 100% RAM, but you have programs running in the background that you forgot to close. These are called open loops. What is an open loop? In psychology, it is known as the Zeigarnik effect. The brain remembers uncompleted tasks better than completed ones. But it's not just tasks, it's energetic debts. 1. The loop of unkept promises. Every time you say, "I should do that," and you don't do it, you open a loop. I should call my grandma. I should fix that shelf. I should start that diet. You think you forgot about it, but your subconscious mind never forgets. It is holding that file open, waiting for closure. It is allocating energy to keep that should alive. If you have 100 shoulds, You're running at 50% capacity before you even get out of bed. 2. The loop of unprocessed trauma. An argument you had 5 years ago, a betrayal you never forgave. You think, I moved on, but every time you see a trigger, your stomach tightens. That is an open loop. Your energy is constantly flowing back to the past to keep that memory alive. You are financing a museum of pain with your daily energy budget. 3. The loop of indecision. Nothing drains energy faster than staying on the fence. Should I quit my job or stay? Should I break up or stay? Every moment of indecision is a leak. You are sending energy to 2 opposing timelines simultaneously. You are tearing your own field apart. The chosen one often has the biggest leaks because you have high standards. You want to save everyone. You want to fix everything. So you open 1,000 tabs of responsibility. You take on the burdens of the world, and then you wonder why you're exhausted. You are not tired because of what you did today. You are tired because of what you are holding from yesterday, and last month, and last year. Your subconscious is overheating, trying to process all this dead data. To stop this internal leak, you must become ruthless. You must perform a system cleanup. You must audit your open loops. The audit. Sit down, take a piece of paper, write down everything that is incomplete in your life. The call you didn't make, the apology you didn't give, the project you didn't finish, the resentment you are holding. Now you have 2 choices for each item. Complete it, do it, send the text, finish the task, or delete it. Decide right now, I will never do this, I release this, it is gone. There is no, I'll do it later. Later is a leak. Close the tab. Forgive the person, not for them, but to close the tab. Accept that you won't fix the shelf and throw the shelf away, whatever it takes to get the check mark in the subconscious. When you close these loops, you will feel a rush of energy return to you. It is physically palpable. The RAM is freed up. The fan stops spinning. The battery stops draining. Once you seal the internal leaks, you are stable. You are grounded. Now and only now are you ready to face the external threat. Now you are ready to face the vampires, because now that you are full, they will come. They will smell the surplus energy, and they will try to hook you. But this time, you will be ready. You will know exactly what they are and how to neutralize them without lifting a finger. In the next part, we will open the bestiary of energy vampires. We will classify them, dissect their methods, and hand you the gray rock shield. I want you to close one loop right now, just one. Is there a text you need to send? Is there a decision you need to make? Do it, or decide to drop it forever. If you are ready to reclaim your RAM, write in the comments, I close the loops, I claim my power. The internal seal is set. Let us turn our eyes to the outside world.
Chapter 3. Low Voltage Systems. Now that we have sealed the internal leaks, we must face the external reality. As the chosen one, you are a generator of high vibration, but you live in a world filled with people who cannot generate their own energy. We call them energy vampires, but I want you to delete that word from your vocabulary. Vampire implies a monster. It implies they are powerful and you are a victim. No. In the physics of consciousness, they are simply low-voltage systems. They are people whose connection to the source, the quantum field, is blocked. Their internal charger is broken due to trauma, ego, or lack of awareness. So they are walking around with a 10% battery charge, constantly flashing low power. When a phone is at 10%, what does it need? It needs a charger. You are the charger. They do not drain you because they hate you. They drain you because they are biologically desperate for a dopamine hit. They are addicted to the life force that you naturally emit. Let us classify the 3 most common types of low-voltage systems you will encounter during your spiritual awakening. You must recognize them instantly so you do not plug yourself in. Type 1, the victim, the leaky bucket. This is the most common type. They always have a problem. The world is always against them. My boss hates me. My health is bad. I have such bad luck. They call you to vent, and you, being the empathetic chosen one, you listen, you offer solutions. You say, "Why don't you try this?" But they reject every solution. Yes, but. Why? Because they don't want a solution. A solution would fix the problem, and then they would lose their excuse to feed off your sympathy. They want your pity. Pity is a form of energy. When you feel sorry for them, you are directing your stream of high vibration straight into their void. They drink it up, feel better for an hour, and then the bucket leaks again. Type 2, the controller, the interrogator. This type is aggressive. They vibrate at the frequency of anger or dominance. They question your choices. They criticize your new lifestyle. Why are you eating that? Why do you meditate so much? You've changed. They try to make you feel small. Why? Because when you are small, your voltage drops. When your voltage drops, it is easier for them to siphon it. They feed off your submission and your self-doubt. They provoke you to defend yourself. And the moment you start explaining yourself, the energy transfer begins. Type 3, the drama queen, the chaos engine. For this type, peace is boring. Peace is death. They need chaos to feel alive. They create emergencies out of nothing. They gossip. They amplify every small conflict. They vibrate at a frantic, jagged frequency. They pull you into their storm. Can you believe what she said? I have a crisis. They feed off your adrenaline. They want you to get worked up, anxious, and involved, because adrenaline is a very potent, spicy form of energy. Do you recognize these people? They might be your parents, your partner, your best friend. This is the tragedy of the chosen one. The people closest to you are often the ones with the lowest voltage. But here is the hard truth. They cannot steal your energy without your permission. They can plug the cord in, but you are the one who flips the switch to on. How do you flip the switch? You do it through a mechanism called the hook. Let us examine how you are complicit in your own robbery. Chapter 4, the reaction hook. You think the low-voltage system takes your energy. Physics says otherwise. Energy cannot flow unless a circuit is completed. The vampire throws the plug, the provocation, but you must accept the plug, the reaction. The tool they use to complete the circuit is called the hook. The hook is tailored specifically to your weaknesses. Hook number 1, guilt. The victim uses this. You're so busy now, you never have time for me. Boom, the hook lands in their heart. You feel guilty. You feel like a bad person, so you overgive. You stay on the phone for 2 hours. The reaction? Guilt. The result? The valve opens. You pour your energy into them to wash away your guilt. Hook number 2, anger. The controller uses this. That spiritual stuff is nonsense. You're joining a cult. Boom, the hook lands in your ego. You get angry. You want to prove them wrong. You want to defend your truth. The reaction, defensiveness. The result, you blast them with intense, angry energy. They absorb it. They smirk.
They won. Hook number 3, the savior complex. The drama queen uses this. I don't know what to do. My life is falling apart. Boom. The hook lands in your desire to be the hero. You think, I can fix them. I can heal them. The reaction, rescue mode. The result, you pour your precious life force into a black hole that has no bottom. Do you see the pattern? Reaction equals connection. The moment you have an emotional response, whether it is positive, trying to help, or negative, anger, you have completed the circuit. You have signed the contract. I agree to share my energy with you. This is why blocking people on social media often doesn't work, because you are still blocking them with anger. You are still thinking about them with resentment. The wire is still there. The leak is still active. To truly protect your high vibration, you must do something radical. You must learn to deny them the hook. You must learn to look at the bait and swim past it. You must become un-hookable. You must become unreactive. You must become a rock. This leads us to the ultimate defense protocol, a psychological technique used by counterintelligence agents and therapists to deal with narcissists and psychopaths. It is called the gray rock method. It is the art of becoming energetically invisible. It is how you stay in a room full of vampires and not lose a single drop of blood.
Chapter 5. The Gray Rock Method. What does a low-voltage system want? We established this. They want dopamine. They want a reaction. They want drama. They want you to cry, yell, or save them. They want supply. So how do you starve them? You do not fight them. Fighting is drama, dopamine. You do not run away screaming. Running is drama, dopamine. You become boring. You become a gray rock. A gray rock offers no energy. It has no flavor. It has no shiny edges. It reflects nothing. If a vampire tries to bite a rock, they break their teeth, and then they get bored and leave. The physics of gray rock. When you practice gray rock, you are flattening your waveform. You are retracting your energy field tight against your body. You are refusing to vibrate at their frequency. In the quantum field, you effectively disappear. How to execute gray rock. The protocol. 1. The monotone voice. When they try to provoke you, you are so selfish lately. Do not reply with emotion. Do not raise your pitch. Reply in a flat, robotic, boring voice. Okay. I see. That is your opinion. No inflection, no defensiveness, just dead air. 2. The non-committal answer. When the victim tries to dump their drama, my life is a disaster, what should I do? Do not offer a solution. Do not offer pity. Simply say, that sounds tough. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Keep your answers short. 1 word, 2 words. Be as interesting as a piece of dry toast. If you give them nothing to latch onto, the hook slides off. 3. Visual disengagement. Do not make intense eye contact. Eye contact is an energy transfer channel. Look at their forehead or look slightly past them. Keep your body language neutral. Uncrossed arms, defensive is a reaction. Just relaxed, indifferent. You are physically present, but energetically absent. 4. Talk about boring things. If you must talk, example, at a family dinner, do not talk about your dreams, your spiritual awakening, or your feelings. These are high-value treasures. Do not cast pearls before swine. Talk about the weather. Talk about the traffic. Talk about doing laundry. The humidity is high today. I need to buy new socks. Make them bored to death. A vampire cannot feed on laundry talk. There is no juice in it. The result: when you first start gray rocking, they will escalate. This is the extinction burst. They will try harder to provoke you. They will poke you. They will scream. Why are you acting so weird? You don't care about me. Hold the line. This is the test. Continue to be a gray rock. I am just tired. I am listening. Flat tone. Eventually, physics takes over. They realize the socket is dead. There is no voltage coming out of you. They will feel starved, and they will move on to find a new victim. You haven't fought them. You haven't blocked them. You simply ceased to be a food source. Why is this hard for the chosen one? Because you have a big heart. You feel like you are being cold or cruel. You must reframe this in your subconscious mind. You are not being cruel. You are practicing tough love. By refusing to feed their dysfunction, you are forcing them to face their own lack. You are forcing them to find their own charger instead of stealing yours. Gray rock is an act of boundaries, and boundaries are the highest form of self-love. But gray rock is a behavioral tactic. It handles the interaction in the 3D world. But what about the energy they throw at you? What about the bad vibes that hang in the room even when you don't speak? You need more than just behavioral tactics. You need a psychic shield. You need to use your imagination, the 4D tool, to construct a barrier that actually repels negative frequencies. In the next part, we will teach you the Auric Seal. We will use the law of assumption to create an impenetrable egg of light around your body. And we will teach you the cord-cutting ritual to clean up the debris at the end of the day. I want you to practice gray rock right now. Think of the person who drains you the most. Imagine they are screaming at you. Now, type your gray rock response in the comments. Simple, boring, short. Okay, I hear you. Interesting. Type it to program your nervous system. I am a gray rock. Let us build the shield.
Chapter 6. The Auric Seal. You have mastered the behavioral defense, gray rock. But behavior is only the outer layer. You can be silent on the outside, but if your internal energy field is porous, if your aura is full of holes, you will still absorb the toxicity around you. Have you ever stood next to someone who didn't say a word, yet you felt sick? Have you walked into a room and felt a heavy atmosphere that made you want to leave? That is because energy travels through the quantum field. It does not need sound waves to transmit. It transmits through resonance. To stop this invisible infiltration, you need an Auric Seal. You need to construct a psychic firewall. And the tool we use to build this firewall is the law of assumption. Neville Goddard taught us, assumptions harden into fact. If you assume you are vulnerable, your energy field stays open. If you assume you are protected, your energy field physically tightens and becomes dense. This is not pretending. This is manipulating the density of your bioelectromagnetic field via focused intention. The protocol, the mirror egg visualization. Every morning, before you leave your house or before you open your phone, you must put on your armor. Do not step into the battlefield naked. Step 1. The center. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Locate the center of your energy. Usually, it is the solar plexus, stomach area, or the heart. Feel a small sun glowing there. This is your source code. Step 2. The expansion. Visualize that sun expanding. It pushes out past your skin, past your clothes.
It forms an oval shape around you, like a giant egg. You are safe inside the egg. The shell of the egg is arm's length away from your body in all directions, above, below, front, and back. Step 3, the hardening, the mirror. Now, here is the secret weapon. Visualize the outside surface of the egg turning into a perfect mirror. It is polished silver. It is impenetrable. It reflects everything. Why a mirror? Because a mirror does not absorb, it returns. When a low-voltage system, a vampire, throws negative energy at you, when they project their anger, their jealousy, their chaos, it hits the mirror, and it bounces back to them. This is not an act of aggression, it is an act of physics. It is instant karma. By shielding yourself with a mirror, you are forcing them to experience their own energy. If they send love, they get love back. If they send hate, they get hate back. You become a neutral surface. You are no longer a sponge, you are a deflector. Step 4, the assumption lock. Once the image is clear, you must set the assumption. Say to yourself, internally or out loud, I am sealed. Nothing enters without my permission. My energy is mine. Feel the click. Feel the field lock into place. When you walk into the world with this seal, you will notice a difference immediately. People will treat you differently. The vampires will avoid you. They will feel uncomfortable looking at you. Why? Because when they look at you, they see their own reflection, and they don't like what they see. They will move away to find a softer target. You will feel contained. You will feel that you have a skin between you and the world. This is auric density. Strong boundaries create strong density. Weak boundaries create thin density. However, even with the strongest shield, sometimes a connection is made. Sometimes you care about the person, or you have a long history with them. And even though you shielded yourself, you still feel their emotions, even when they are miles away. This is because an etheric cord has been attached. A shield protects you from new attacks, but it does not remove old attachments. To remove the old attachments, you need a different tool. You need a sword. Let us perform the cord-cutting ritual. Chapter 7, The Great Purge. We arrive now at the heart of the battle. You have learned to shield the egg. You have learned to evade gray rock. But shielding is only useful against new attacks. What about the enemy that is already inside the walls? What about the connections you made before you awakened? As the chosen one, you are a connector. You have spent your life listening, helping, absorbing, and because of this compassion, your energy body looks like a telephone switchboard from the 1950s. You are plugged into everyone. Your ex-lover, your demanding mother, your jealous friend, your old house, even the person you argued with in traffic 3 years ago. These connections are called etheric cords. They are not metaphors. They are real bidirectional channels of quantum information. Through these cords, you are feeding them your light, and they are feeding you their waste. This is why you wake up anxious for no reason. You are metabolizing someone else's fear. To reclaim your sovereignty, you must perform the Great Purge. We are going to systematically cut the cords on 3 levels: the people, emotional cords; the space, environmental cords; the bloodline, ancestral cords. Put down everything. We are going to perform surgery. Part 1. The people. Let's start with the people. Every emotional interaction creates a cord. Most of them dissolve naturally, but the toxic ones, the ones based on trauma, guilt, or dependency, harden into steel cables. You might think, but I love them. If I cut the cord, do I stop loving them? This is the lie of the Matrix. Attachment is not love. Attachment is parasitism. A cord is a tube of dependency. When you cut the cord, you destroy the dependency. What remains is pure love. You cannot truly love someone until you are free of them. The ritual of severing. Tonight, before you sleep, you will do this. Visualize the target. See the person who drains you standing in front of you. Scan the connection. Where do you feel them? Is it a knot in your stomach? A weight on your chest? That is the anchor point. See the cord. Give it a texture. Is it slimy? Is it barbed wire? Is it black smoke? See the energy pumping out of you and into them. The declaration. Say out loud, I return what is yours. I reclaim what is mine. I am finished with this lesson. The strike. Visualize a blade of light in your hand. Archangel Michael's sword, a laser, anything sharp. Slash through the cord. Do it with force. Do it with anger if you have to. Watch the cord snap. Watch it retract. The seal. Visualize golden fire cauterizing the wound on your body so nothing can reattach. Do this for every person who comes to mind. Your ex, your boss, your frenemy. Empty your contact list. When you are done, you will feel a physical lightness as if you just took off a heavy backpack. Part 2. The space. Now, look at your cave. Your home should be your fortress. But for many of you, your home is a museum of the old self. In quantum physics, objects hold a charge. Every argument you had in your kitchen is still vibrating in the walls. Every tear you cried on your pillow is still encoded in the fabric. This is residual energy. If you clean your body but sleep in a dirty room, you will get reinfected. The environmental detox. The sound bomb. Stagnant energy is low frequency. It is heavy and sticky. To break it, you need high-frequency sound. Walk through your house. Clap your hands loudly in the corners. Ring a bell. Play a 432 Hz tone. The sound waves shatter the geometric pattern of the stagnant energy, allowing it to disperse. The salt trap. Place bowls of sea salt in the corners of your bedroom. Salt is a crystal that absorbs negative ions. Leave it for 24 hours, then flush it down the toilet. Do not touch it. It is full of radioactive emotional waste. The artifact purge. This is the hardest part. Look at your objects. That shirt you wore when you were depressed, burn it. That gift from the person who betrayed you, throw it away. Those objects are horcruxes. They hold a piece of the trauma. As long as they are in your visual field, your subconscious mind is spending energy to process the memory associated with them. Delete the file. Travel light. A clear space equals a clear mind. Part 3. The bloodline. We move now to the deepest, most painful cord of all, the family. It is easy to cut off a stranger. It is terrifying to cut off your own blood. You share DNA. You share karma. Your parents installed your buttons so they know exactly how to push them. When you awaken, you become a threat to the family system. Families seek homeostasis, sameness. If your family has been dysfunctional for generations and you suddenly become healthy, you are the glitch. They will try to pull you back down, not because they hate you, but because your light exposes their shadows. They will use the ultimate hook, "We are family." They will weaponize loyalty. You think you're better than us? You've changed. Here is the truth, chosen one. You were not born into this family to be like them. You were born into this family to end the cycle. You are the filtration system for your entire lineage. How to survive the bloodline. You do not need to divorce your family unless they are abusive, but you must change your role. Stop being the child. Stop being the savior. Become the observer. The glass wall technique. When you visit your family, visualize a thick, soundproof glass wall between you and them. You can see them, you can smile, you can pass the salt, but their energy cannot touch you. When they start the drama, activate your scientific mind. Do not react, observe. Think, look, the father archetype is using the intimidation tactic. Interesting. Look, the mother archetype is using the guilt trip. Fascinating. By labeling it, you detach from it. You move from the amygdala, emotion, to the prefrontal cortex, logic. Do not try to wake them up. You cannot wake someone who is pretending to be asleep. Just hold your frequency. Your presence alone is the healing, but only if you stay behind the glass. Part 4. The Emergency Detox. Finally, we must talk about failure, because you will fail. Even the strongest warrior drops their shield sometimes. You will have days where the vampire wins. You will have days where the family trigger hits you hard. You will wake up with what we call the empath's hangover. Brain fog, heavy limbs, a desire to eat sugar, irritability. This is energy poisoning. When this happens, do not judge yourself. Do not say, "I am weak." Say, "I took a hit. Time to detox." The emergency protocol. Water, the carrier. Drink a liter of water immediately. Energy is conducted by water. If you are dehydrated, the static sticks to you. Flush it out. The hydroshock. Take a shower. Alternate between hot and cold water. This shocks the nervous system and forces it to reset. Visualize the black sludge washing down the drain. The dopamine fast. Turn off your phone. No scrolling, no news. Your nervous system is inflamed. It cannot handle more input. Give it 1 hour of radical silence. The sun. Go outside. Let the sun hit your chest, heart chakra, for 10 minutes. The sun is pure fire energy. It burns away the etheric debris. This is your hygiene. You brush your teeth every day to prevent decay. You must clear your energy every day to prevent soul decay. You have purged the people. You have purged the space. You have purged the bloodline. You are now a clean vessel, empty, pristine. But remember, nature abhors a vacuum. If you leave yourself empty, the junk will come back. You must fill the void immediately, and you must fill it with something so powerful, so high pressure, that nothing low vibration can ever enter again. You must fill it with source energy. You must turn on the generator. Let us learn how to stop holding energy and start creating it. Chapter 8. The 10-second reset. The shield is your strategy. The cord cutting is your hygiene. But the 10-second reset is your combat tactic. Picture this. You are at work. Your boss is yelling, or a family member is guilt-tripping you. You feel the leak starting. It usually starts as a physical sensation, a drop in the stomach, a heat in the face, a sudden brain fog, a desire to cry or run. This is the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, kicking in. The valve is open. You are hemorrhaging power. You cannot sit down and meditate for 20 minutes. You need to stop it now. Here is the biological hack to override the leak. The protocol. Seconds 0 through 3, the physical lock. Immediately clench a muscle. It can be your fist under the table. It can be your toes. It can be your glutes. Clench it hard. Why? Because this pulls your attention out of the emotional story and into the physical body. It creates a container. You are physically closing the circuit. Seconds 3 through 6, the sharp inhale. Take a sharp, short inhale through your nose. Imagine you are sucking your energy back inside your skin, like a vacuum cleaner. Visualize the energy that was leaking out toward the other person, sucking it back into your core. Hold the breath for 2 seconds. Seconds 6 through 10, the expansive exhale. Exhale slowly through your nose, not mouth. As you exhale, unclench the muscle and visualize your energy settling down into your feet, grounding. Say internally, I am here. What just happened? Clench, you interrupted the pattern of flight. Inhale, you reversed the flow of osmosis from out to in. Exhale, you signaled the vagus nerve to relax, parasympathetic shift. The vampire will feel this. They won't know what happened, but they will feel that you suddenly went cold. The tasty meal they were eating has been snatched away. They might stutter, they might stop yelling, or they might get confused. You have successfully closed the valve. The aftermath. Once you have reset, do not re-engage. Use the gray rock method immediately. Okay, I see, and exit the situation as soon as physically possible. You, the chosen one, must realize that your energy is your currency. It is more valuable than money. You can print more money. You cannot easily print more life force. If you spend it on drama, you cannot spend it on creation. You cannot spend it on your purpose. Every time you use the 10-second reset, you are saving money in your spiritual bank account. You are choosing you. Now, we have covered defense. We have covered protection. But a fortress is useless if it is empty. If you only protect, you are in survival mode. The ultimate goal of spiritual awakening is not just to be safe, it is to be abundant. It is to overflow. You don't just want to stop the leak, you want to increase the pressure so high that nothing low vibration can even get near you. You want to move from hoarding energy to generating energy. In the final part of this transmission, we will discuss the high vibration diet, not just food. We will talk about how to become a quantum generator, and we will connect this protection to the ultimate skill, manifestation, because you cannot manifest your dream life if your battery is dead. Okay, I want you to set your intention for the next 24 hours. Are you going to be a sponge, absorbing everything? Or are you going to be a mirror, reflecting everything? Write your choice in the comments. I am a mirror. I return to sender. Seal the command. Let us enter the source. Chapter 9. Generating versus hoarding. We have spent this entire transmission talking about leaks, shields, and defense. But if you stop here, you will fail. Why? Because a fortress that is permanently locked down eventually becomes a prison. The air inside becomes stale. The energy becomes stagnant. Many chosen ones make a fatal mistake during their awakening. They become obsessed with protection. They become paranoid. They hide in their rooms. They avoid all people. They hoard their energy like a miser hoarding gold coins. They think, if I don't spend it, I will keep it. Physics says, wrong. Energy is not gold. Energy is water. Energy is electricity. It only exists in motion. If electricity stops moving, it is not electricity. It is just potential. If water stops moving, it becomes a swamp. The ultimate form of protection is not a shield. The ultimate form of protection is flow. Think of a fan spinning at high speed. If you throw a pebble at it, what happens? The pebble is deflected instantly. But if the fan is stationary, the pebble hits the blades and damages them. To be untouchable, you must be moving. You must be vibrating. You must move from hoarding energy, scarcity mindset, to generating energy, abundance mindset. You must become a quantum generator. How do you generate energy? You do not get it from sleep. Sleep recovers the body, but it does not ignite the spirit. You get it from the high vibration diet. And I am not talking about kale and spinach, although that helps. I am talking about what you feed your subconscious mind. 1. The information diet. Your subconscious is eating 24/7. If you watch the news, you are eating fear. If you watch violent movies, you are eating trauma. If you listen to sad, heartbroken music, you are programming yourselves with loss. You cannot protect your energy if you are poisoning the well from the inside. The chosen one must be ruthless with their inputs. Unfollow the drama accounts. Turn off the news. Stop listening to songs that glorify suffering. Feed your mind with wisdom, with beauty, with silence. This is not ignorance. This is sanitation. 2. The environment diet. Where do you put your body? Do you sit in a fluorescent-lit box all day? Your electromagnetic field interacts with the Earth's electromagnetic field, the Schumann resonance. When you walk in nature, you are not just relaxing, you are recharging. The Earth is a giant battery charger. If you feel drained, go touch a tree. Put your feet on the grass. This is earthing. It discharges the static of the matrix and refills you with the current of the source. 3. The flow state, the generator. This is the most powerful generator of all. Doing what you love. When you are painting, writing, building, dancing, or solving a problem you care about, you lose track of time, you forget to eat, and yet when you finish, you are more energized than when you started. Why? Because you tapped into the 0-point field. You became a conduit for the universe. Vampires cannot hook you in the flow state. You are spinning too fast for them. So your strategy is simple. Spend 80% of your time generating, flow, creation, joy, and 20% of your time defending, gray rock, shields. If your internal pressure is high enough, nothing external can enter. Be the fire, not the moth. But there is one final piece of the puzzle, one final secret that turns energy from fuel into reality. You have the energy, you are protected, you are glowing. Now, what are you going to do with it? Are you just going to feel good? Or are you going to build a new world? To build, you need to give the energy a shape. You need to give it a command. But the universe does not speak English. It does not speak human words. It speaks a different language entirely. The language of God. You have survived the leak. You have sealed the vessel. You have cut the cords. You are now standing in your power, a sovereign being of light. The energy parasites may still be there, but they look like ghosts to you now. They have no power over you because you have no hooks for them. You are the gray rock to the dark and the lighthouse to the lost. But energy is just the raw material. It is the clay. It is the electricity. Electricity by itself is dangerous. It needs a circuit board to become a computer. It needs a filament to become light. Your high vibration needs direction. Many of you have the energy now, but you are still not manifesting your dream life. You have the power, but the door to the quantum field is still locked. Why? Because you are knocking on the door using the wrong language. You are asking with words, I want money, I want love, but the universe does not hear words. Words are a human invention. The universe hears frequency. The universe hears resonance. We have traveled a long way together. You have remembered that you are the vessel. You have awakened the creator within. You have learned to break the loop of time, and today you have learned to protect the energy. Now you must learn to speak the code. In our next transmission, we are going to hand you the key. We are going to decode the language of God. We are going to explain why your visualizations fail if the frequency is off by even 1 hertz. We will dive deep into the mystery of the sacred tones, 369, 432 hertz, and the secret mathematics of reality. You are no longer just a protector. You are ready to become a conductor. Get ready. The broadcast is about to change frequencies. If you have sealed your aura, if you are ready to stop leaking and start overflowing, declare your sovereignty one last time. Write in the comments, I am sealed. I am the source. The leak is stopped. The power is yours. We will see you on the higher frequency.